For example, one is a traditional distribution channel. In that around there are 3 different levels of channels. One is 0 level, 1 level, 2 level and 3 level. And in modern trade, recent trends have been changed, like everyone is trying to purchase goods from supermarkets and shopping malls. So we call it as a modern trade. And one more, e-commerce has been initiated since 10 years. So there is a majority of the customers shifting from manual buying to buying through retail, online e-tailing. That is called as a non-store selling or non-store buying. And one more is selling home to home, like your AC, your vacuum cleaner, your mixer grinder and all. People will go to home and try to demonstrate and develop. These are the 4 distribution channels for these products. Now how about food supply chain? We have a lot of challenges, right? Today what we are going to discuss is, the presentation explores transformative innovations and sustainable practices that will redefine food supply chain, ensuring efficiency and environmental responsibility. There are so many aspects. This is now what we are doing through this FTP is very only overview of what is happening. There has to be many number of conferences and seminars and research should happen in this area. Considering your own Indian market, your own food supply chain from farm to farm to shelf or farm to customer is very, very difficult. Reason is where they grow, how they transport, where they store, where they sell. I think most of the state governments have made APMC market, like agricultural producers marketing corporation, where farmers will try to get all his produce goods or food grains to APMC, maybe vegetables, or you can say food grains, you can say that. That is one channel where we can see that. Now let us explore, or I want the both side participation. Maybe experts from engineering background can give me good inputs for supply chain, right? So how we able to go about this? From the point of where we cultivate land availability and choice of food, right? Our choice of grains, choice of vegetables, and we also should know that what is the balance system, right? If one farmer grows, for example, tur dal, the all farmers will start growing the same thing. What will happen, sir? The result will be reduced pricing. So we know basically economics, there is elasticity of demand. The moment supply is more, demand is less, and it is going to directly splash on the price. And you have seen or you have read many news about farmer committing suicide for not getting proper price for his products. So if you make more systematic channel like Reliance Fresh, where people are selling fruits and vegetables in a store, that will become costly and which is not affordable for the even common man. So where should we work on? If we start working on this side, this is difficult, and if you are working on a very more professional, and it is going to become costly. Anything if you are adding value to the existing system, has what cost. If it is cost is added, that cost will be directly affected on the final price of the product. So how about even affordability for the end user? That is also one of the biggest question for us. So innovation and sustainability for tomorrow's food system, we will try to look at, now explore future food supply chain, investigating how emerging technology will reshape for food logistics and enhance efficiency. What are the technologies in logistics? You have came across some technology in logistics. Maybe tracking, traceability is one thing where we can say where my good is. I tell you, Toyota, Japanese-based company. I visited that plant in the year 2001. That was one company who was working on base of JIT, Japanese management system, just-in-time inventory. I think people of mechanical engineering know about inventory system and all. Right? JIT process we have seen in Toyota which was practicing in the year 2001. So that is going to reduce your cost of inventory or inventory carrying cost or inventory holding cost. Now, after how many years? 2001 means we are ahead of around 23 years now. If after 23 years, how technology can be used in logistics? Can somebody please give me some inputs on this? Any inputs? Any inputs?
There are secondary and primary data available in the cluster related to that. For example, mango growing area. What is the mango area, acreage and production, and previous data and present predictions are there, such that logistic can be planned well.
Sir, I am working on what are logistic new technologies.
Technologies are like a data analysis. One is the actually available in the field can be overviewed through the sky, through the drones and other things.
Sir, that is it. We will try to divide, sir.
Okay.
One is on a cultivation part is totally different. Right? What kind of a seed, what kind of a plant, what kind of a fruit you are, how you are managing either through drone technology, that is one side. Then whatever you have grown already, that has to be supplied, that has to be transported to the various market. So I am asking about what is the technology which have come into existence in transportation or logistics supply.
Only logistics.
Only logistics. What is that technology which is newly updated technology in the field of logistics? That has to be worked on. Right?
I have a little experience about the technology of transferring the mangoes by enhancing their time period. For example, they are exporting through plane. It costs 50 rupees per mango. Our intervention has made the mango transportation to 7 rupees by sending it to ship, but made it vulnerable for that period by giving a quota of protein. Like that, transportation and technology, what we have done.
I have personal experience. Yeah. I was manufacturing of mango juice in Vijaypur.
Yeah.
We used to export that mango juice to US, and we used to take ship cargo. It used to take around 45 days. Challenge is expiry date is 6 months. 45 days you will be in transit, and next how many days left within that the product has to be sold in the market. Biggest issue. Now technology in logistics is RFID technology, GPS system, where you can able to track your products where they are, which can help the marketer to, we call it as buffer stock, how much buffer stock I can keep, where my products are, and how much time it will take to reach to my destiny place. So I am talking about from the point of that RFID technology, radio frequency identifier. So you will come to know that how much transit time will be taken by the road transport. Before that, even infrastructure has to be very, very systematic. Thanks to Nitin Gadkari, he is working very systematically on road development, right? So infrastructure is there, your products can reach in a very stipulated time. Otherwise, your good, even perishable products is going to be very harmful. Believe it or not, from Vijaypur, there are near about 1,000 trucks which will go to Bangalore and Chennai for selling onions. Bangalore alone require 45 to 50 trucks of onions per day. And look at the perishability of that onion. I am talking about, at least onion has got a long shelf life. But comparing to that, when we compare it with tomato and other vegetables, it is very difficult. We have one more exporter from Bijapur by name Nasir Hussain, who is exporting lemon from Vijaypur to Nepal.
Yeah.
They have, so you need to study that. So these are things which we would know what technology we have to adopt because of perishability. So I can say new technologies which we can use it for food logistics, enhance efficiency, which can reduce the transit time and which can increase the shelf time of a product or food product. Now, role of innovation in food system. How to increase the productivity, question, and second is how to reduce waste in food production. That is more important. See, we are not only working on supply chain, even we should work on source of where we grow the food. So what is the best way that you can reduce cost of food production cost and even reducing waste? So anybody who are from a village background or for agricultural background can give me some input? How we can reduce waste and how we can increase the productivity?
What we learnt recently only I have to tell. There are two words we learnt is one is loss, another is waste. Whenever there is a evaporation takes place in the commodity like fruits and vegetables, it is called as a loss. It can be retained by having the cold storages and other things. And by discarding the things which were going to affect the other lot, we can reduce the waste. Then the proper management trolleys and the accessories, and nowadays antimicrobial bags are available. If you use such things, you can prolong the time and also reduce the diseases.
Now I will give two examples. One example for productivity. Vertical farming, heard? Second is hydroponics farming.
Yes, sir. We are into that.
Right?
Yes.
So this is vertical farming can reduce the land, and you can use like for example, staying in an independent bungalow and staying in an apartment, you can accommodate more number of people. Independent bungalow you can have only one family, so then you require more land. So the same kind, if you go for vertical, vertical farming. So vertical farming is one, or hydroponics farming where soil is used, soil less, cocoa pit, or you can say you can use only water. Hydroponics, I think it's only done on the basis of water only.
Major.
Yes. So and for waste and all, you need to connect with the experts in the field of agriculture. So experts will tell you what kind of a soil, what kind of a crop, and how much time you going, and what is the nutrition. There is one company called as Dehat. That company will tell you what is the crop and how much nutrition is there in each vegetable or each fruit. That is how they are so expert in it. Then it is in Indian origin industry.
Where it is, sir?
You can connect with them online, no issue. And I think it is an Indian Bay origin company only. Next is sustainability in food, examining sustainable practices, minimize the environmental impact during food distribution. Like what you can suggest? Food distribution economically, how you can do, and second is how you can protect the environment. Most of the companies are going for QS 14,000. What is QS 14,000? Heard about ISO? International Standard for International Organization for Standards. Now what is QS 14,000? If you have a mobile, please search and let me know.
It's related to environment.
It is related to environment. Green supply chain management.
Yes.
Right? Green supply chain management. How you can avoid transportation cost, I will tell you, because I was into this field. We were into manufacturing of ice creams. Right? And Bijapur district temperature is, in summer, it is not less than 42 degrees Celsius. Right? And the biggest challenge for us in being a manufacturer of ice cream, how to supply ice cream by maintaining the temperature of the food or the ice cream product inside the van. For example, the ice cream will be manufactured in the degree of 4 degrees Celsius. From there, we used to store in a cold room for around 6 hours in a temperature of minus 18 degree. From there till it reaches to customer's mouth, the temperature has to be maintained. If there is a fluctuation in the temperature, the taste of the ice cream will be spoiled. So this is one of the biggest challenges. How we used to do is, instead of using AC vehicle, we used to transport the ice creams in the early morning 4 o'clock. See, there are a lot of homework has to be done, because what is the number of hours the ice cream will reach, how much kilometer will take, what is the scope of the market, this all has to be considered. So that is what I say, that how we can able to make environment. Now there is a recent trend is green supply chain management. So people are working on green supply chain management that is going to benefit environment. I think there is a trend in the market now. Blockchain technology, IoT, and one more is AI, artificial intelligence and machine language. So these are being done now, almost all increment applications, right? Promotion application or recognition letter, anything, whatever you say that, it will get done. Now what is the advantage of blockchain technology in the field of food supply chain? Now how we can able to make use of this blockchain in, what is the best advantage of blockchain? Heard of blockchain technology?
No, sir.
Blockchain technology is one of the best software, I can say that, or it is a system where you cannot tamper data. Once data entered. Blockchain technology can give you a base for decision making. There are numerous papers which have been published in the area of blockchain technology. And AI and IoT I will not tell, because now we are a part of AI and IoT now. This is one more important. Customer expectations are changing. Customer preferences are changing. Now we are, after COVID, we are going herbal. Right? After COVID, we are going very herbal. And we don't want, and we want, what is that called as? Organic. I want organic, jaggery. I want organic grapes, which is not impossible. Grape, you cannot expect they are organic grapes will not be able to get. But more people are getting into that. Not only that, even packing material what you use, even logistic what you use. So people are more worried about, and customer preferences are changing, trends are changing now. Why? Because one more thing is, the income of consumers is increasing day by day. I will quote an example. For example, what is the salary or daily wage given to a male worker in an agricultural land? How much it will be given? 400 per day. How about women?
Little less.
Little less, maybe 300. In a family, if both husband and wife are working, how much they are earning? 700. So 700 to 30? 21,000. Even our placements will not get.
You are right.
Right? So purchasing power is increased. When purchasing power is increased, I will demand. If I have a cash, I will not compromise on quality. If I don't have a cash, I am ready to compromise on quality. So therefore, what I say that customer preference and trends are changing in the market. And through this, by going through this in an entire slide, some idea came to my mind. Why can't we suggest all the industries who are into food packets or personal care products or any products? So can they add in packing materials seeds? Which if they throw that corrugated box and all, at least a plant can come out of that. New trend is we are giving greeting cards, which are got seeds.
Yeah.
Now can we use that for product packaging? So that can be used as a packaging also. After it will become waste, if you can throw somewhere, the plant can rise because of that seeds which we have made in the packaging. Now this is about consumer behavior and its influence on food supply chain. Even if you are now going for a hair cutting salon, earlier hair cutting salons were different. When we were kids, it was a family offer. Yes?
Sitting on the floor.
Family offer, it has been told in Canada,
Yeah.
no styles, no fashion. Now when you go to L'Oreal here now, they charge you 700 to 800 rupees. L'Oreal, String, there are so, trust me, there are branded hair cutting salons have come now. So now consumer preferences are changing. Even in the field of consumers want fresh fruits and fresh grains.
Farm fresh.
Farm fresh. Now this is one more area like regulatory changes has to be done by the government, right? Now for example, addressing potential regulatory hurdles that could impact on evolution of the food supply chain. I will take, but I will not discuss on that, which is very burning topic. MSP. What is MSP? What is MSP?
Minimum support price.
Minimum support price for the farmers. That is one regulatory from the government.
Minimum selling price.
Sir, you take whatever. MSP is a burning issue. Now, why government is not coming into picture when it comes to benefiting the farmers? Why there is no PPP model in agriculture? We have seen in Punjab, they are the highest growers of wheat and sugarcane, right?
Yes.
Across board, across country, they are the highest growers of sugarcane and wheat. They have a cooperative farming. And look at when we cooperative farming, there is huge turnover and huge profit. And cost of cultivation is very less per acre or per hectare, you can say that. So, what I say that, whether government is encouraging partnership between themselves and even businesses foster sustainable practices. Why they can bring out logistic people and government will also participate and they try to support the farmers. So that is what I speak about the global collaboration for sustainability. Now these are the current state of food supply chain in our country. I say first one is traditional food supply chain are often linear, leading to inefficiency across production and distribution. Some people don't know where to store. Don't speak about people who have got around 10 hectare land, 20 hectare land. Speak about people who have below 1 hectare land or 2 hectare lands. Those are the farmers who are facing lot of problems because of inefficiency in production and inefficiency in distribution of these product, whatever they have grown. Second is, production methods in traditional supply chain are often result in delays and resource wastage. The modern cultivation system has changed now. Like people are using tractors. Now earlier we used to use bullocks. Now how these things are changing from various angles, then